Welcome back to our channel. We are Ondra and Luci, and after a decade working in corporate jobs, we decided to quit, moved into our tiny house on wheels and left for a dream life in Scandinavia. After 4.5 months on the road, we are on the way back home to Czech Republic and we are exploring beautiful Estonia. In this video, we will visit historic city of Tartu and National Park Karula.
Good morning everyone! So, welcome to this week's video. We start by disassembling our shower. Because that's the first thing you have to do to, put the toilet back into the shower, otherwise you cannot move around here. It's quite heavy.
So this is supposed to be a yogurt. No way back. Okay. It's not very yogurt. It's more like kefir.
Like yogurt drink.
We are in the car, we are driving to historic city of Tartu. I think it's one of the oldest, maybe it's the oldest city in Estonia. And there is a university, so it's considered to be like an educational center of Estonia. And after Tartu, we are heading to National Park Karula. It's national park where we have never been before, so I'm quite excited about that. Welcome to Tartu. We are in the main square and behind me you can see beautiful town hall. And what's ironic and what's always when we are somewhere visiting some other cities, there is always construction works going on. So, as you can see, Tartu is preparing in time for its reign of the European Capital of Culture for next year. We can see it everywhere in the city. 200 kilometers southeast of Tallinn, we find the historic city of Tartu. Tartu is the second largest city in Estonia and is considered the cultural and educational center of the country. The city was founded in the 5th century and because of its strategic location, it was always a subject of interest. In its moved history, the city was under the domination of Germany, Sweden, Poland, Tsarist Russia and the Soviet Union. Despite all this, the city still has its historical character and it's a pleasure to walk around.
Behind us is the University of Tartu, which is Well, it's biggest university in Estonia and one of the oldest in the world probably, because it's from 1632. We just like going to universities and campuses and pretend that we are still young.
Yeah, but I think we now look like not like
Students. Yeah.
I think the Professor Trelavny is not there. It's closed.
So we didn't get to see anything inside because everything was locked, basically.
Yeah, but there were some informational sites on the hall, so it's like they count with some tourists coming in, so it was interesting, and we learned that during the war it served as a headquarters of German Wehrmacht. Just few halls were left for teaching.
Kind of fascinating. Why don't they put new roof over it, you know? It's like completely okay building. I think it's maybe even a museum, like you can go up, but we don't have time for that. Our parking ends in like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Beautiful city. It's full of young people because of the university, so you can feel the young spirit of the town. Lots of small cafes, beautiful parks, historical buildings.
Look at how dirty this is. Like,
It's terribly dirty.
it's okay when we are in nature, but here in the city it looks horrible.
So we drove away from the Tartu and we stopped by a supermarket to do super quick lunch because we still want to go to the national park or maybe some other nature reserve, and it's already 2:30. So we are doing just simple pasta with homemade pesto.
I bet you could eat it every day, probably.
Yes.
So we got our bellies full. Now we have to feed this beast. It's a bit weird system where you have to pay first. You have to go inside and pay first. So you have to sort of calculate how much fuel do you need and how much it will cost. So you cannot fill the whole tank basically, or maybe you can if you like pay more and then they kind of return it. I don't know how it works. €1.61 for a liter of diesel. That's pretty nice.
That's
nice,
a bargain.
nice change. In Finland it was like 2.1 or 2.2 or even 2.3 in the north, so that's good. Okay, so I paid 120 and I filled 412 euros. So I will just go ask if they will return it somehow.
After visiting Tartu, we are craving nature again. Luckily, the national park Karula is less than 100 kilometers away. We are driving through lush Estonian countryside through birch forests and farms. Karula is Estonia's smallest national park. It has 120 square kilometers of bogs, forests, pastures and lakes. It is the last place where we can meet elk, but there are also bears, lynxes, roe deer, ospreys and many others. So many animals we will not see.
So we just arrived to Karula National Park and we have like 30 minutes before the sun sets and there is some 4-kilometer trail. So I don't think we'll make it before dark, but we'll at least try. So the reason we decided to go even when it's this late is that because tomorrow it's possible that it will be raining the whole day basically. So these are the sites that you see in Karula National Park.
But the chimney is quite impressive.
So in Estonia you can also find wood at the fireplaces. There is this thingy where you chop it, but in Finland usually when this was the thing to chop the wood, there was also a big hammer to use with it. Here you just have to bash the wood with another wood.
Yeah. You're not in Finland anymore, but still I think it's very nice for the visitors to have at least some wood prepared.
Yeah, and there is a fireplace, that's nice.
So this is a system of touristic signs in Estonia, and I think they clearly inspired themselves in Czech Republic. In Czech we have the best system of these information signs in all over the world, and it looks exactly like this, but a bit better I would say. This is just sprayed. In Czechia it's like some thick paint.
Yeah. I wonder why that is, that in Czech Republic we have the best system of these tourist markings in the world. Maybe we just say that we have, but I've never seen a better one anywhere. And it's not just these markings, it's like also the whole network of these routes, and all the markings are always there. Like it doesn't happen that it's like faded or anything, it's just people take care of them. Yeah, and it wouldn't happen that if there is a route which on the same path you have like red and green at the same time in some segment, it wouldn't happen that you would suddenly just see only green on the tree, you know. It's details, but you know, then you don't have to doubt that like what happened to the other color, you know, did it turn or something.
And the yellow suddenly appeared.
You know, it's still the same path, and there is like 3 colors, but sometimes there is just one, and sometimes there are 3. Sometimes the yellow is like greenish because they got out of the yellow spray paint.
They still need to learn from us.
And so you wouldn't get bored, they put this tree directly on the path, so you have to go around the branches like a monkey.
It's a monkey path.
made it back to the car. We didn't even have to use the headlamps.
Yeah, it's because I have it, and when I don't have it, we are in the forest in the total darkness.
Yeah. What's interesting about this place is the nearest buildings behind us is it's a farm, and one of the buildings is a smoke sauna, and it's a sauna without a chimney, so you basically sit in the smoke somehow.
Yeah, but I read that the smoke is in the upper part of the sauna, so you are not
in the smoke.
Yes, you are not breathing it.
It was built like a bit farther from the rest of the buildings because it was a fire hazard, so clever. And also it was a place where children were born and where people died, probably because it was easy to heat up. And also people lived in there, like those without houses and some stuff. So probably like the poor workers on the farm. And there's also a visitor center where we didn't go, but we will tomorrow. So keep watching.
Good morning. It's another day, and it's raining. Yeah, so I think we will just have slow breakfast and see whether it will stop any soon.
I think we can go to the visitor center.
Ah, that's true.
Which is tiny, but you know.
So it is noon, it's heavily raining, and we went to explore the visitor center.
Finally got out of the van, mostly because I need to visit their facilities. I hope it's open. Now let's check it out.
Hello! They have in here all the furs from the animals which lives in the forest in here. So I think the most unique is lynx. And here we have the antler of an elk. It's extremely heavy and it's truly massive. I'm soaking wet.
It was just 50 meters. So what now?
I don't know.
So we can either wait and make lunch and wait for 2 hours or 3 or forever. So what delicious meal we have today?
It will be delicious, but it's nothing fancy. It's just meatballs, and we will have potato mash from the bag from my colleagues. They gave me 2 4-kilogram boxes of potato mash because we thought that Ondra will be catching fish every day in Norway and we will be just doing fish on a grill and potato mash. So that happened
Once.
Exactly once, yes.
So I just checked the battery because it seemed to me that the ceiling fan was running quite slow. And we have 0%. Not sure how that happened because yesterday evening we had 25. So I just started the car so we don't run completely out, you know. It wouldn't be good, I think, for the fridge mostly. Just to mix it up a little, Today we have filtered coffee. Preparing it by the recipe by James Hoffman, of course. But I don't have a weight here, so I just have to eyeball it somehow.
So it finally stopped raining. We decided to do one short hike in this Karula National Park.
So this trail is just 4 kilometers long, but it goes through like 4 different types of forest, which I couldn't name even if I tried.
One is boreal forest, then is some sort of dry forest, wet forest, which I suppose is a bog, and the third I don't know.
Yeah, it says 2 hours because it's quite hilly, so let's see. But I think it's good that it's hilly because at least it will get us warm
Yeah,
when we go up.
it's really cold. I'm wearing 3 layers of pants.
And it's not that like super cold, you know, it's like 3 degrees above 0, but it's like this wet cold, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but it gets to you. The sign here says that we can observe here how bogs are made or how they begin with a lake, and then, you know, like the plants take more and more from the shore, while also dead plants settle up at the bottom and somehow it fills with stuff and makes a bog. I don't know about that or how can we observe it, but there is definitely like some wet areas just at the shore.
It's like bog in the beginning and then it's lake and
Yeah.
slowly becomes the bog.
Even your yellow jacket is green.
What?
It looks green.
It's lush green in here. It's lots of moss on the floor, on the trees. It's like old grown forest a bit.
These fall mushrooms are wild sometimes.
Along the way, there is lots of these information signs, and each of them have some interesting info. And here we learn that the dead trees, which are laying on the ground in whole the park, these trees provide habitat for about a quarter of all the wild animals in the forest. That's interesting, no?
Yes, for some. And here you see where the trees were broken by the wind. There is more light. And there is like these little young trees immediately starting to grow. It's cool. Cool to see how the forest knows how to heal itself.
And the pipe here is pristine forest.
Pristine forest. So this behind me is peat moss, which creates the peat, because the peat moss doesn't decay very well. So the dead part of the moss, you know, forms the peat that's then in the bog and that we harvest and use for, I don't know, for what, for various purposes.
For composting toilets.
For composting toilets, yeah. We are constantly seeing these geese flying above us, like different flocks, you know.
Yes, first we hear them, and then in a minute they appear above our heads. There is another! And they are running in this shape, and then they start changing because I think the leader get exhausted and
Yeah.
they change, so the shape is changing constantly. It's incredible. Just today we saw the flocks, five flocks.
Look at these like weird totem-like shapes on the trees, and it's not just this one, it's on all of them. Also here. What is that?
It's like 15 trees.
Are we going to some, territory of some tribe?
Some Estonian tribe.
Native Estonian tribe. Looks like that, you go through this gate.
And now some rope with my leg.
Arrows start flying. So we're just making fun that it's like some tribe. And here it explains that some indigenous Estonians, they used it to gather resin from the trees. And the resin was used.
I don't know, it's not there.
It's not. It doesn't say, but anyway. So it is kind of like some indigenous tradition or
It is.
way of using the forest.
They say it was still done in the beginning of the 20th century, and it was done only to trees, which needs to be cut afterwards anyway, like for wood.
Yeah, but these didn't get cut.
Yeah.
So, there are these grooves cut, which kind of direct the flow of the resin, which then goes like in the middle. And here we found one of the cups that was used. It was kind of like, somehow mounted to the tree, which collected the resin. Alright guys, we are getting towards the end of this trek. I have 4.5 kilometers and 1 hour 30 minutes. So it was quite a short and easy hike, but we saw many different kinds of forests, etc. It was very beautiful. So I think this will be it for this week's video.
Yeah, and it will be also it for Estonia. We shoot 3 videos in Estonia. We spent a lovely 1 week in Estonia, and yeah, I would definitely recommend to visit this country. It's beautiful. It has beautiful books, national parks, forests, and beautiful countryside. And yeah, see you in Latvia.
Bye.